We ride together, we die together. We some petty bitches, boo. We holding it down, we straighten the crowns. Petty bitches and we coming to you. We ride together, we die together. We some petty bitches, boo. We holding it down, we straighten the crown. Petty bitches and we coming to you.
Don't lean into the mic. Come here. We're on. Welcome back to the PAB podcast. I'm Ariel. I just hit this. Sorry. I'm Ariel.
I'm Jessica.
This is our producer, Jess. She's joining us for the first time. Estelle, unfortunately, could not be here because she is a tired working PAB. So she's at home, resting up. She had a very long event that she was in charge of, and she's taking a break, which is completely okay. Because first and foremost, you need self-care. Make sure you're good, or you cannot help anybody else be good. Okay. So this is our producer, Jess. You probably have heard us talk about her behind the scenes, and now she is joining us in front of the camera.
Exciting.
Oh, you're so nervous.
I don't like it. You're gonna just go through the back. Thanks.
Oh, Lord. Okay. So, how Jess became our producer is a very long, turbulent kind of road. So I'll kind of walk you through it. Jess always kind of knew about the podcast. She knew we were going to do it, Estelle and I. And we had about 2 other producers before we finally landed on Jess. And through unforeseen circumstances with one had to focus on work. The other had another endeavor that they were going to do. I don't know if they're still going to do it, but that's a whole different story. So Jess, I asked to help with the social media, mostly mine at first, and then help with the PAB social media, Instagram primarily. And from that moment on, I was like, maybe, just maybe she'd want a bigger role in the kind of the gist of what we're doing. So Estelle and I decided to ask Jess, and I wasn't really sure what she would say. But luckily she said yes. And she has a very different background that I also thought would be very helpful in kind of the research and the vision of camera work or photos or topics that we talk about. She gave us the idea of our topic last week, which was marriage or not. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. And while we're on the subject, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment below, say hi. Everybody, comment below a wave or a hi to our producer, Jess.
Yes.
Let her know.
Let me know you're here.
Yes. Make sure you also follow us on the PAB podcast, as well as my handle, ariel.hardy, Estelle, who's, again, not here, at Deshaka, and beautiful Jess at, I don't know what year.
It's Jess.
It's Jess. All right. So we wanted to kind of start off by letting everyone know how she got here. So when I asked you how it was if you wanted to be a producer, what were you like first?
Okay, so the first thing I think about when somebody asks me to do something that's out of my comfort zone, it's definitely like, can I do this? And I usually I think everybody does this, but there's like always a self-doubt. Like, am I gonna fail at this? Am I gonna be good at this? And I was like, you know what, like, F it, let's just do it. So that's me. YOLO.
You only live once. So what were your kind of like expectations, or when we came to you with the idea of what the show was about? Like, what did you think you could bring?
So I was really excited when you guys told me about it, because I know you've been wanting to start, to work on this type of media for a while. And I was kind of, nervous, I guess, but I was excited. Definitely.
Okay. Yeah. Are you still excited?
I am excited. I'm excited. It's definitely, there's a lot behind the scenes that you guys don't see, but we're working through it, and I mean, not everybody has a good day, and like that's a whole nother video.
Yeah, no, it's definitely still a lot of trial and error,
It's
because
an adjustment,
because it's new to all of us. None of us have ever done anything like this before, being in front of the screen, and none of us have been part of it so in depth behind the screen. So it was definitely an adjustment and a learning period, and so as you can see, even today, this video, because it was so different, we just figured to like completely flip it around. Let us know if you like it. It may go back to the usual scheduled programming of. It will go back to Estelle and Jess, or Estelle and me, with Jess behind the scenes.
Yes.
But
where I belong.
As you can tell, she's not very and it's okay, because she's so cute. You're so cute, and thank you so much for doing this, because it was definitely a toss-up about, I didn't want to go another week without, seeing you guys and talking to you guys and making sure you were here and listening and being a part of everything, because this is also a big part of what we do, is powwow behind the scenes, kind of talk about what we're doing next. So it's one of those things where we didn't want to go not another week. We didn't want to go 1 week without, doing what we love to do, and producing content for you guys. So this content will also be different for all the YouTube watchers. It'll be kind of a get to know Jess and a best friend tag, because not only is she our producer, but she's my best friend, as you probably know from another video of best friends. She's my longest friend. She has been a part of my life
since
for
2008, baby. Just kidding.
No.
Sorry.
08?
I think so.
No.
Oh.
No, it was like
12?
12. 12?
13.
One of them.
12.
It's been a while.
Sorry,
it's been a while. It's been 20 years. 20 years.
20 years.
Since we were 20 years old.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
No, I was underage. I was 17 when you turned 18.
Very true. But I met you, our first hangout was...
When I was 18.
You were turning 19. No,
yeah.
You were turning...
Yeah, I was.
Yes. Turning 19, and then our year anniversary was when I was turning 20.
Yeah.
Sometimes our timeline of our friendship
boggles.
boggles my mind, because it happened so fast. It happened so unexpectedly.
Yeah, one day,
tell the
we're
story.
No, okay, so let me just say this. I had no idea that Estelle.
We miss you, Estelle.
That Ariel hated me, or she didn't like me, because,
How could you not? And this is partially, I was just like, I don't know if I like you or not. Let me test the waters, because I'm not quite sure, and I don't like to, I guess back then, no, because I also didn't like Estelle when I first met her. So, but she did that to herself. Jess she was just very bubbly, and I didn't know if I could, if they say the quiet ones you gotta watch out for, but I have this thing where if you're just too happy, I don't know if I like you or not. Which is saying a lot, because I'm always happy. So I was just I don't know about her. And then we started talking about country music, I think.
Well, yeah, but I back to what you were saying, I think there's always that hesitation of like, are you being nice? Is this you, or are you being fake?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to be like, I don't know. And then we started talking. We're like, oh my gosh, we're so much alike. Hello, okay. And then she invited me to her birthday, and I was just like, weird, but I'll do it. Why not? And then I went to her, and then I went to her, birthday celebration. And I like that you had all like older people there, and I was just like her mom's friends, and I was like, that shows like the kind of mind you have. And I was just like, this is okay. She's kind of like me, where she has a very mature kind way about herself, and we're bubbly and we're 26, so we're very like new to experiences, and we go about it with a giddy smile on our face, so we kind of look a little ditzy, not gonna lie. But it was when I saw that, and I saw how she spoke to her mom's friends and kind of carried herself in the presence of others, including her mom, I was just like, okay, so it's not just the surface. I could kind of see deeper into who she is and what she could, provide me, and what I could help shine onto her. And I was just like, okay, all right, I can do this. I could definitely see us becoming legitimate friends. And I was happily surprised. And ever since then, we have been inseparable.
Yeah. Like, no matter, we've moved around a lot. She's definitely moved and lived in other places for short periods of time, and so have I. But we've always kind of stayed really constant with, our friendship. We don't have to talk every day, but when we do, it's like we
haven't gone left. Exactly.
Yeah,
we haven't lost a beat.
Change.
Exactly. So and I think that's a big kind of range, like a good radar if you are truly friends, because true friends, I don't have to talk to you every day. I don't have to see you every day. But when I do, and when we are together, then it feels like no time has passed. And I think that's a big, like, solid gauge of an actual mature, loving friendship. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna go into a best friend tag to kind of see how much of Jess we can find out. So we're gonna do we pick some questions, and I will ask Jess some loads and loads of questions, and we will get to know Jess.
Okay.
I'm excited. I'm excited because I feel like some of these I don't know the answer to. All right. How and when did you and your best friend meet? We talked about.
Yeah,
I guess we met. You have a different story of how we met that I forgot about, I think. I remember us first meeting at the student activity lounge where I worked on campus. When you came inside, I was working the front desk, and you like bypassed me and kind of just like went to talk to a boy, and I was just like, she laughing extra hard in my face. Just like, okay.
I'm shy. No, yeah. I don't remember that.
Okay.
I don't remember bypassing you. I do remember that this guy named Eddie was in the Panther suit, and you guys were doing something, and you were messing with the camera, or you guys were doing something, and you asked me if I wanted to take a picture with him, and I did, and then you guys printed it out. But that was pretty much, and then I
don't remember that.
We all introduced ourselves, and then you were kind of nice, and then we talked about country music. I don't really remember that. By the entrance.
Yeah, okay, so maybe that was the same day. It was just different periods, like a different sequence that each of us were. Because I don't remember that, but I remember seeing you like bypass me, and I'm sure you waved, but it was just like a quick, like, you had a goal. You were
About to get that guy's number.
yeah, exactly. So I was just like, okay, hi, bye. But I remember in that same period we talked about like country music and I don't even remember what else. I think we just went on like a music tangent.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened after. That part's a blur.
It'd be like that sometimes.
All right, what's your favorite memory together?
Okay, I think my favorite memory of us would have to be our road trip for your birthday. We were with another person, but I don't even think that matters. I just thought that it was so cool because it was my first time that my mom... So for all of you who do not know, my mom, she has always been very strict. Hashtag Hispanic moms. And she let me go with them for the weekend to go to Odessa to visit
my sister and
your nephew.
Okay. Okay. Leave my nephew alone. I really need you and Estelle to stop messing with my family. Thank you.
And then we just kind of hit it off. We went to Miami first, and then we drove up to Orlando, and then we found ourselves in Odessa, which, if you don't know, it's the middle of nowhere.
It's truly the middle of nowhere in Florida.
Yep.
Like, it was very quiet, and I mean, no offense to anybody that lives in Odessa, but it's just really quiet and like cookie cutter. Yeah, it's random. It's like a suburban country, but it's completely random. Anyway, so road tripping, and I remember going to there was a lot of stops on that trip.
Yeah.
It was my sister. It was a club in Orlando.
Well, we went to a club in Miami. We went to I think we went to Club Space or something like that.
Does it still exist?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just
keep talking.
But we definitely had a lot of stops, and then we tried to go to a club in Orlando, but because we were underage, like we weren't 21, we weren't able to enter.
Yes, so. I remember wearing a very tight dress for the first time ever. I was 20 years old, and I was feeling myself. And I had a lot of makeup on.
At the pictures.
Oh my God. It was just an unfortunate amount of makeup, and we were just
and
trying
my
to be
brows. My brows
too
were
grown.
Like squiggles in my face.
No, it was in a cute look. I mean, at the time we were cute because it was like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
It was like 7 years ago, so it's a different like fashion and makeup style,
I guess.
Oh gosh. Okay. Describe each other in one word. Okay, you go first. Talk about me.
I have to say kind.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I think that's the thing I like about you the most.
I'm kind?
Yeah.
Okay. I am pretty
You're
kind.
like,
yeah, pretty much.
Sure. Kind.
Humble is a different story, but I can be kind. Yeah. I'm just joking. I do care about people and how they feel and what they're going through. But I think for you, you've always had a confidence to you. And I think from the very first moment I met you, when I didn't like you, I was just like, I don't know if this is her just being like a show off or conceited, but it was confidence. Like, you have the confidence to travel anywhere and anywhere. You have the confidence to just go after what you want and what you dream about, and you have the confidence to like pursue your visions and execute them, and you've always had that air of confidence that I always looked to or looked up to, and you definitely helped bring it out in me. So don't cry. Okay. Next. That's done with being nice. Okay. What's your best friend's dream job?
So I definitely know a general idea of what you want to do as your dream job. I think you want to transition into I forgot the word. Like TV, movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those types of things.
That's definitely.
You don't want to be in like the radio.
No.
So
Yeah, I want to be in TV and film, maybe screenwrite or direct or produce, or own my own production company. Wink, wink. Watch out. Look out for whatever production company I come out with a whole bunch of successful and interesting shows and or films. And then you want to be, which you got your degree in, is
well, I got my degree in
international relations. So your dream job was always to be intelligence for the FBI. Is that what it's called?
I mean, it's intelligence. I want to work for an intelligence agency, but it's not so much like for like a direct agency. Like literally, like I'll just take any job they want.
Thanks. She's well versed. She understands the part of the world that I clearly do not. And okay, so what's something that annoys you about each other?
I think we came to a consensus that it's probably the same thing for both of us. Mm-hmm. I really dislike when you shut down. That's another thing about us being alike, because I feel like I have my moods too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can be a little moody, and it's not just because we're female. So keep your thoughts to yourself. But it's definite when I'm not good with like feelings. Like if it's anybody else's feelings, I'm more than willing to like take it on and help and guide. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to my feelings and sharing them, I'm a little hesitant. I take it on, but I don't
she shuts down.
Give it to anybody else. So I internalize a lot of my emotions and I try to figure them out myself, which I've definitely tried to stop doing that as much, because it's always detrimental to yourself if you're holding everything in and not letting it go, it's okay to ask for help. And I think I've slowly, I'm a work in progress, but I've slowly kind of been allowing the closer people to me to kind of open up and share. And it's
definitely been a process.
It's definitely been a process. It's been 27 years in the making. Next question. If you and your best friend could live anywhere in the world together, where would it be and why?
New York City.
I can dig New York.
Because so I think we just work together. I don't know how to there's if I can stay with Ariel for long periods of time and short periods of time, and it really doesn't faze me. I feel like she's one of those people that is independent in the way that she carries herself, but at the same time that we both want that company, and it just works.
Yeah, very, very true. I mean, in our regular 9-to-5 jobs, we work together. I mean, not like together, but when we first met, like in a year in, or a few months in, we started to work together on campus. So this is not our first rodeo being partners, but it's definitely, I think New York would be good. We would strive fashion-wise. Yeah, I would love to live in New York. Yeah. Just for the simple, fashion and walking down the streets and, making sure I'm going somewhere, doing something, and definitely having her by my side would just make it all the more fun. And next question. What is your favorite inside joke that you and your best friend have?
My favorite inside joke, we have so many, but there's just so many.
I feel like I'm thinking of the same ones. I think our biggest one is the awkward turtle. Awkward turtle.
Get it? 'Cause, all right.
Well, it all started with a hand hug.
Okay.
That one. And I don't know how the hell, but all of a sudden we just did a dee dee dee. Jesus Christ. Anyway, next. It makes no sense to anybody else. but that's the point of an inside joke. Who takes longer to get ready in the morning? Moi. I just like to take my time. It's not like I can't get ready quick. I just choose not to. There's a difference.
I feel like you're slow-mo in the morning.
Yes.
And then you kind of pick up the pace as the day goes by.
I'm a night owl. So like when the night's out, I'm up, I'm ready, I'm going. I don't go out like, but around the house or like creativity wise, I'm very much a go, do. Mm-hmm. And then in the morning, I'm like, it can wait. Have you ever taken a trip together? Yes. Have we taken more than one trip besides our road trip?
No.
That will change this year.
Yep.
Because that's ridiculous. Which 3 things would your best friend take with you on a desert? What's 3 things that you would take on a deserted island, or I would take on a deserted island? How does this work again? I've slowly forgotten. You would take, I feel like you would take your phone.
Yeah.
You would take something to do.
Yeah.
And
something to eat.
Yeah. It's an island. Like, you love sushi. You can make your own sushi there.
But where's the rice, though?
Girl, that's some bougie problems. And sushi isn't always made with rice. Okay, whatever. Next. All right, what do you admire most about the other person?
I think her ability of like taking her time on things. I definitely think that you think things through and you kind of stick with them. You persevere through whatever it is. And I feel like I'm more fast paced with a lot of areas in my life, and I just kind of take the risk, and sometimes the risk lands me in a situation where, I don't want to be in, or like I made a mistake in, and there she is, picking up the pieces.
Yeah. Hey, that's my job as your best friend. So, but that's my favorite thing about you. Like, as much as like the ending drives me crazy, I'm like, girl, go ahead, do it. If I could, I would. But yeah, definitely you are not afraid to take risk. And that I'm just like, what if I fail? And everybody's just like, you won't know until you do it. You're very much I'm going to do it and see what happens. And sometimes it doesn't work out, and that's fine. And, when it doesn't, you have the people you love around you to help pick up the pieces. Support. But ultimately, I think that is my favorite thing about you. That's always been my favorite thing about you, is you would go on trips just willy-nilly, and I was just like,
I have taken some spontaneous trips in my life.
Do you? If it was in me, I would do it.
I feel like you can. You just kind of like, but I have to plan it.
Exactly.
I'm not much of a planner. I just kind of go with the flow of things.
I always say I'm a go with the flow person, but I'm just like, not with everything. All right, what does your best friend always carry around wherever they go besides their phone and their keys? What do you always carry around? I don't know.
I feel like you carry around lipstick or your jewel.
I do carry around my jewels. Yes, they're always in a purse with me. You carry, I don't know, your phone would be a big
part of it.
Yeah, maybe an eyebrow pencil. No.
What do you think? I'm just trying to draw eyebrows on people.
No, on you.
No, I only do my eyebrows once a day.
Amen. Good for you. I don't do it. I don't even do it once a day. Or ever. Hardly. I don't know. Bottle of water? Oh, a can of LaCroix. That's something you can. I always see you with some kind of hydrating something.
Yeah.
What are you obsessed with?
I'm obsessed with everything.
She's obsessed with her dog.
I am obsessed with my golden Kennedy.
So cute.
He's amazing.
So cute.
He's a whole character.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He's adorable. I love him. Yeah, when she told me she got a dog, I was like, okay. And then she told me it was a golden, and I was like, okay. But she's like literally one of the best dog moms I've ever met. She's just like, that dog is smart and well trained and loved and
And bougie.
bougie as all hell. Oop. Oop. All right. Is there anything you don't like to do together?
I don't like to sleep with you.
That sounded so dirty.
I don't like to
have
sleep
sleepovers in the
next to
same
her.
bed.
So there was this story about one time. I was sleeping with Ariel, and she woke me up by kicking me and like punching me, and she was like,
Okay, I was having a bad dream, and for some reason my body decided not to like move, and I started kicking her hard, very hard.
I thought she was like joking. Like I thought she was hitting me.
I
like,
was
just
having
because.
a horrible nightmare, and so much so when she was like, ow, 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 I thought I was still in the dream. That's how like severe it was. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. My bad. Oh. And ever since then, she refuses to have sleepovers with me.
Yeah.
Which is whatever. It's fine.
Okay.
You're missing out. It's okay. What's your friend's worst habit? I think yours is like you're impatient. Even like if you ask me a question and I don't answer you quick enough, you're just like, hurry up. And I'm like, pause. Give me a second. Let me register what you just said, and I'll get back to you in a second. But I think you're so like ready to go, and I'm just not in the same vicinity as you are at the moment, and I'm just like,
I feel
okay.
like I'm just very good thinking on my feet, and I try to practice that with everything. If I don't know the answer and you can't give me the answer, then I just go find it somewhere else.
Which, I mean, it could be a good trait or a bad trait, but for you, to me,
Yeah.
because I get a little attitude with the whole impatient thing, so, and I don't appreciate it. But that's okay, because I still love you. All right, did you have a worse habit that I have?
I feel like you, when you're just in one of your moods, like, I'm like, Ariel, are you okay? And she's like,
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, no, you're not. You're not. I can read you perfectly. Like,
Amen. I try to, fake it till you make it. I try to smile through it, and like, I know things aren't as bad as it seems now, and I'm just like, let me just move through it. And I'm like, okay. I'm not fine, but I'll tell everybody I'm fine, just so like they can go about their lives and they don't feel burdened by me. But that's also...
But that's the thing. Like, I always look for an answer.
Yeah.
So,
You're like, what's wrong?
I push
like,
people.
I'm good.
I'm a people pusher.
Yes. You're a people pusher and a people fixer. Try your hardest.
Mean Girl
Okay.
reference.
If your friend met a genie and were granted a wish, what would it be?
Oh, shit. I think you would ask the genie if you could just... What would you wish for?
I don't know. I wouldn't...
Unlimited sushi.
Ooh, that's a good wish. But I feel like I would get sick. Too much of anything would, like, drive you away.
I feel like also you would wish that you could eat anything and, like, not gain weight. Or, like, you could have cheese.
Yes, I'm lactose intolerant. I would definitely wish I could eat some, like, macaroni
Pizza.
and cheese.
Yeah.
Ooh, pizza. I miss pizza. I mean, sometimes I'll do it, but I'll suffer for it, and it's not worth it sometimes. You would wish... I think you would wish for... I don't know. Oh, you would wish for, like... things to kind of like how we were saying before, like you take risks. So like the outcomes, I think you would wish for them not to have such an effect on you. Like I think you would wish like you could like move on from a situation.
Well,
quicker than
I think
you are.
I give a lot of myself when I'm in it. Like I'm very like it's all or nothing. With everything for the most part. And I've definitely proven that it's not such a great idea.
Well, I mean, that comes with everything. All right. Let's, because this video is getting,
Long.
this podcast is getting a little long. Have you ever had a fight, and why? Have we ever had a fight?
No. I feel like we just have kind of disagreements.
Yeah. I think, when we get in our moods, I think that's what kind of, or my memory. I have crappy memory.
Yeah.
So if I forget to tell her something, she gets really mad. Understandably so. Like, yeah. I'd get mad too. But hey, I can admit my faults, whatever. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the gist. Like, yes. or we get again, like a tone or an attitude.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, don't talk to me like that. And and then we'll be like, sorry. And then that's
and then
big as our
move
fight.
On from it.
Exactly. What does your best friend talk about all the time? You talk about Kennedy. Or show me, or golden retrievers in general.
Dog videos?
Just like dog videos, dog photos. And I'm like, they're cute. I mean,
I feel
I'll
like
never
that's how people who have children are like,
yeah,
oh
exactly.
my God, look at this kid.
Cute.
And then you're like,
okay, great. All right, sorry. Does your friend focus on the future or the past?
I feel like you think more about. I think you think about more about the future than anything. I don't really think you look so much to the past.
No, I try to. The past is the past. Right now, I'm trying to focus on the present, and I think you focus mostly on the present, but you used to think about the past a lot.
Yeah.
Like things that went wrong or you could have done differently, and I'm like, dude, you can't change it, so there's no point in dwelling on it.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's one of those things. All right, so let's do like a rapid fire kind of situation, just so we can. All right, what's your friend's favorite drink?
Water.
Water. I think we have the same, like.
Really?
Water. My favorite drink is water.
I mean, my favorite drink is
LaCroix.
Yeah.
What's your... Oh, who's a better singer?
Me.
You. Who's a better dancer? You.
Mm-hmm.
Who's better at math? I feel like it's you.
I'm really bad at math.
I'm really bad at math, but like, maybe it's me.
Maybe it's you.
Maybe it's me.
I don't know. I can't do math.
I mean, I don't know. What's a math question?
Okay, what is 9 plus 9?
18? I was like, wait, pause. Yeah, 18. Okay.
Yeah.
9 plus 9, really? But I struggled on that. So the really is really doing. All right, who's the better cook?
I am.
She is. Everyone's a better cook than me. Let's be honest. Who's better at talking to people?
I feel like you are, and I'm a better hype man. Like you say something and I can feed off of it, and then I'm just like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
She said that.
She said. I mean, technically, I am the one with the podcast, so maybe it's me. Okay. Who handles their money better? She does.
I don't even handle my money that greatly, but
you do it better than I do.
Last.
Who's more reliable? I think. I feel like I am. Like, I think we're reliable. I think we're both pretty reliable. Like, if I ask you to be somewhere or do something, you'll do it. And vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, who's more annoying?
Me.
Okay. You.
But I'm a cute annoying.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm cute and annoying.
All right, if that's your story. Who always gets their way?
Me.
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 I mean, with each other.
Me.
I don't really ask for much, so.
I don't either.
Okay, so it's a toss-up.
It's a tie.
50-50. It's a tie. Who's more extroverted, introverted? /introverted?
Wait, what?
Who's more extroverted / introverted? So I think, I don't know. I am
I have both.
extroverted when I need to be, but I'm mostly by nature introverted. And I think that's the same for you.
Yeah.
I think we're extroverted when we need to be.
I can be a social butterfly.
Yes.
Or, a turtle in a shell.
Amen. That's some good similes, analogies.
Huh?
Not the greatest at English either. Who is more optimistic, pessimistic?
I feel like I'm more optimistic.
I feel like I'm more optimistic. I'm realist.
I can be very pessimistic.
Yes, you can be.
I have my moments, but they're only when I'm in there's something going on out there.
Yeah. I think I'm realistic, but I'm optimistic. I don't like to be pessimistic because it's kind of on the same wavelength as negative, and I try to not have negativity around me. Why is your friend a great friend?
Oh, okay. So she's a great friend because, as we spoke before, I've had a lot of, you only live once moments in my life.
She's had a little risk-taking moments.
I've always taken a risk, especially when it comes to relationships, and I think that the majority of those situations haven't gotten me into the correct where I want to be, I guess, and they've ended up worse than I've ever expected. But specifically, there's like a couple of times where you've been the one that's talked me through difficult situations, and at one point, I remember you sort of saved my life in a way because you told me to get the fuck out of there, and I did. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I think it's kind of the same for me. You're the only person that's ever like called me out on my my not so greatest qualities, and you definitely kind of just stood in front of my face and asked me what's wrong until I've been in front of you like crying. I think besides like my mom, you're the first and only person I've ever like cried, like heart, mental, like I need to get rid of all this emotions, and you've definitely been there for me in some of the hardest moments of my life, kind of talking me through and making sure and letting me know I wasn't alone and you were always there for me. And I think that is what true friendship is. No matter what, you will always be my best friend for that exact reason. I feel like you're about to cry, and on that
I'm not about to cry.
On that note, I love you, and I'm so happy you could be part of this journey and this part of my life, and you're my biggest supporter, and I truly enjoy your company and your presence and the qualities that you bring to the podcast. And
thank you.
She's there helping. Yes, she's very helpful, and you see her even when you don't think you do. And it's been a pleasure, and thank you guys so much for watching and listening and being a part of this journey as well.
And thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. You always kind of push me to being like out of my comfort zone, so I really do appreciate it. And this is like something that I can use my creativity with.
Exactly.
Stuff,
yes.
So.
Yes. Sometimes you need a little balance in your life, everywhere and anywhere you can get it. But don't forget to subscribe, to like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below who your best friend is. Give your best friend a shout out. Do we have a petty award today? I don't know.
Not really.
We'll wait for Estelle for her petty moments, because I'm sure she has them. We'll give you two next week, because I don't know of any right now. I can't think of any on the top of my head. But again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow us on the PAB podcast, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Also, if you have a petty award moment, don't forget to send it to any of those. You can message it to any of those platforms, or email us at thepabpodcast@gmail.com, and you can message me personally or like my photos or comment on my photos if you so wish. Please do. And it's Ariel.Hardy and Estelle's
It's at Deshaka.
at Deshaka, and this one over here.
Me, yeah.
So, and she's what? So
underscore, it's Jess.
It's Jess. We'll have it on the screen, so
Yeah.
don't worry about that one.
But you guys have a beautiful day. Enjoy your day or night or whatever. So.
Whenever you're watching, thank you